Whenever you're ready, Jeff.
We're ready. We're
Okay.
rolling.
It's 4:30. Let's call the meeting to order. Let's do our pledge and prayer.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to thee, Texas,
One
one
state,
state, under God, one and indivisible.
Who'd like to say the prayer?
I will.
All right, bud.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today to ask that you look over this meeting, you look over all these people that come, hopefully that they will understand and we will understand better whenever they leave. And we thank you for all you've done for Bevel Oaks, all you've blessed us, weather you've blessed us with. It's been a blessing for the last years. You've just looked over us. And we hope that everyone stays healthy and gets healthy. And I guess we can ask that in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Let's do roll call.
Bud Marandino, Ward 1.
Jim Wright, Ward 3.
Sherry Mitchell, Mayor.
Roger Manette, Ward 1.
Jeff Thibodeau, Ward 3.
Let the record show that Lonnie Clayton is absent. Any conflict of interest? Any citizens' comments?
No, ma'am.
All righty. Let's move on to our consent items. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Roger, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next item on the agenda for review and approval. Consideration, discussion, and approval of resolution authorizing the mayor to use the city credit card for in-store purchases for community events. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second? Okay.
Roger.
Roger's
Three
first,
first and a
Bud
second.
second. Any discussion?
I think,
I think the only thing that I think this is one step in eliminating us have to reimburse people with checks. And I think it's better than that, but I would also want us to be sure that we have those receipts available for those charges when we review the checks and sign the checks.
Yeah.
Now, there was a while we were actually reviewing all the credit union purchases as part of our financial package. I don't know whether that's necessary or not, but at least we've got two check signers that are looking at that. You've got a good view of it, so.
I would like to amend that, I don't know if we can or not, but to cover purchases since we're losing Charlie, to include purchases like at Ritter or at Harbor Freight or something like that. Can we get the credit card to do
We've
We
that?
actually have accounts
We've
with
got
those
accounts
companies
there.
already.
We do?
Oh,
We
you're
have
wonderful.
accounts.
Thank you.
And the
Okay.
purchases for community events are going to be based off of budgeted items. So you guys will actually see the budget, and then it'll be, if Jeff needs whatever he needs, he's going to have it on his budget. So you'll have backup documents with that too,
Okay.
along with the receipts.
I just had thought about that, and I thought, because I'm going to have to start running and getting bolts and stuff like that, little bitty
We just put
things,
you on the
I don't want
account.
to check for $1.32 or something.
So we
We'll
have
have to approve it.
we have a credit card specifically for Harbor Freight, and then we have an account.
Oh.
So you're covered.
Yeah, we had an account with Ritter, but you're going to have to make sure now that I'm on it, because I don't think I was on it.
You should be.
I was, and then I wasn't. Okay. Yeah, let's check. Make sure.
If not, the latest this weekend, we'll call and go, oh, are they on the account?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
always check.
Yeah, we could do that. That's true.
All right, any more discussion?
That's it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda, consideration, discussion, and approval for hiring Marino CPA to be the new city's auditing firm. Can I have a
I'll make
motion?
that motion.
Can I have a motion?
I'm making it.
Okay, second,
I'll second.
any discussion?
I've been waiting for that for a long time.
All right. start
You
the
know, my
discussion.
only discussion is, I agreed with, we needed a new one last time. What do we know about these people? Have we,
He actually does the audit for the city of China. So he's highly recommended also by Kuiper and Cross.
I'm sorry, city food.
City of
China.
China? China.
So,
And he
so
works with-
Cocker and Cross have supported
Yes.
this, and there's nobody on council has any conflict with,
No.
with this firm?
Not at all. And it's also gonna
And
cut
what
our
was the-
expenses in half,
And that, so what were they gonna charge us?
12,000.
12,000, not to exceed.
4,000?
Not to exceed 12,000, we're paying
12,000.
22 now,
Yeah, 12,000, so it'd be 6 to each
each side.
entity, city and public works.
Yeah, that even included their proposed out-of-pocket expenses.
Correct.
Yeah, that was,
I think that's a good move. Yeah, I
It's
felt like
yearly.
that last one was just rubber stamped.
Every
I
year.
Yes, sir.
really,
and late,
Yeah.
exceedingly
Okay,
late.
we're at the,
I mean, we need to be thoroughly looked at, you know, you want to be held
New
accountable
set of
for,
eyes.
so, I mean, you don't like it, but,
Any more discussion?
you know,
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda, consideration, discussion, and approval, a resolution changing the date and time of the city council meetings. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? Any discussion? But,
So,
First,
second.
so is this for staying on the third Thursday?
you guys pick a new day, or we can stay on Thursdays, but we're picking a new time. That's what Bud brought to the agenda.
What I felt like is that, you know, we have been doing this at 6:30 in the evening. It's putting a hardship on our office staff. And we were doing that in order to let the people come to voice their concerns or whatever. But, I mean, over the past couple of years, I mean, we just don't have any participation.
Yeah, in the last year, all the way up to December, I think we've had a maximum of 2 to 3 people that
Maybe.
showed up maybe a couple times, and
But
that
I'm
was
talking
it.
about actually to come with a concern. You know, we've had some people show up, but actually come to speak to the council. I don't think, I can't even remember any. So, I know the city of Beaumont does theirs at 2. I know we're not the city of Beaumont, so, but I'm just saying it would make it easier on it would be less stress on them, less time for them getting home late,
And less
You know.
overtime.
less overtime.
Would save on our city
It would-
budget.
And
Yes.
it would save on our time. But that's up to conflicts between the other people. It don't matter to me.
I like the idea of 4 or 4:30 every third Thursday.
Thursday's church.
Well, I'm gonna have a problem with any day other than Thursday, because as you know, I have priorities. I have one priority that supersedes coming to this meeting.
Well,
And
Baseball.
right now, Thursday's only possibility is once a year. So right now, if you put it to Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday, I'm gonna miss some meetings.
yeah,
I'm
Thursday
sorry, I
should work
disagree.
very
Or
well
rain
for
out.
us.
Yes, I like Thursday.
Then why don't we just look at changing the time for now?
can we change the time to, if we're gonna
4?
do it on Thursday, can we change it to 4? Would that be a problem?
Versus 4:30?
Yeah.
Either one doesn't make any difference to me.
That gets them home 30 minutes better. I mean, 4:30 is not, 4:30, they're still having to stay past 5, okay? So 4 will help them to get out of here 30 more minutes quicker.
Tell you what, that's a great thing to shoot for, because I'd love to be home at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I really would. If
4
I
o'clock?
don't- Well, here, back in town.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm on a job somewhere and I don't leave the job until the last possible minute. So if I've got to be here at 4, that means I'll be leaving the job a little earlier.
Does that mess you
Oh,
up?
so
Well, I'd like to work towards that. I really would. So I'm good with that.
So
We
we
can
can help
try
you
it, and
with
then we
your
can always-
discipline.
We
Yes.
can always do it again, we can change it.
Well, this has to
So-
be registered with the TML. It's not like it's it's not like we're just voting on it and, we're gonna do it for a week and then we're gonna
Yes.
not do it. That is real. We have to register this with the TML and we have to put it out there for everybody so they will know that, we've changed the time, so they have the opportunity to be here and stuff like that.
Let's say 4.
4.
All in favor of 4 o'clock?
Aye.
On the third Thursday.
Third Thursday.
Yes.
Okay, we leave it.
Yeah.
All right.
Can
Yeah.
I Mr.
Yeah, go ahead.
Judge Collins is here. Go
Oh,
ahead.
that's fine. Then we'll move on to our next item.
Let's
then.
take a vote on it.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
vote on it.
All in favor, say aye.
Nay. All right, next item on the agenda for consideration, discussion, and approval is making items surplus. And the list of surplus items is in your city council packet. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I would suggest that if you're gonna, I don't know how you plan to put those out there for sale, but if you do, I would suggest you use that bid system that you had and announce that
Jim,
up front, because I think when we saw that other stuff, we had a little conflict because we didn't know it, but it really turned out that was a better system. But we had people bidding two different ways, so. it
Yeah.
was-
my
So-
understanding was that we were just going to dispose of this, being that it's below the threshold.
And what?
That we were going to just dispose of all of this, being that it's below
I
a
got
certain
no
dollar
problem. I mean, if
amount.
it's surplus, get rid
It's
of it.
surplus.
I'm a minimalist
Well, I
guy.
would suggest, since we're doing a citywide garage sale, that we just have a garage sale, see what we can get rid of.
I like that.
I like
That'd
that.
be fine
And
with me
it's gonna be
too.
made on what? Did you get my,
It's just
my
a whole
text?
bunch of miscellaneous
Bunch
crap
of
all over.
old printers, monitors.
Stuff that's been laying
Bunch
around
of junk
since
that's been
Harvey.
laying around here that we need to get.
Somebody
rid of.
John,
was
you're
born-
singing his tune now.
Yeah.
No metal. No, I mean, no.
Yeah.
No metal. We've been making money off metal.
All right, so basically what we're gonna do is put this stuff in the citywide garage sale, and after that, we'll dispose of whatever's left. Does that sound good?
Put an item or a dollar on anything.
Not if we're gonna put, not if we're gonna put it in the garage
I
sale.
think that's a
Start
waste
everything
of
at a
time.
dollar.
What's that?
So
a dollar
where
amount.
will it be sold and who
I
will
don't
have
have it. I'm
that?
trying to get rid of it.
We
Take it out.
volunteer you.
I tell you what, if I volunteer, I'll give you $20 for all of it and it'll just all be gone. And what doesn't sell, I'll throw away and you can have the $20. I don't really want to do it. We're probably not even going to be in town, but I'll take care of it.
I mean, there's only one item I would personally want, would be the Blink cameras. I'm willing to buy those from the city. if It's
Okay.
allowed. But other than this, I mean, I don't
Why
see
why
anything
don't we
of
decide
value.
what we're gonna do with the surplus equipment rather than bargain on who's gonna buy what
I
from
like
the
it.
council?
She said, here, you can volunteer to sell it. I said, nope.
Exactly.
Where do
That's what
you
he
want
said.
to?
Nope.
The Blink cameras.
So
That's the
I
only
would
thing.
suggest leaving it
Here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'll do it yet, because I don't know. But if one of us has to do it, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
And on what date?
So you're saying auction it with the online system like he had? Or just sell it, put it up
So
as,
we'll sell it as garage sale,
Garage
whatever
sale.
we don't sell it.
That could be, you know what, we could leave it open. We've got till May the 2nd for the garage sale. If I get a little extra time, we can come down here, take photographs of it and
We
try the
already
auction.
have, we already have pictures.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care how you get rid of it.
Why not just
I'll
let
approve
people
it.
come get it? First come, first served. Come get it. Didn't we do that before?
We did that with all
We did-
you and I did with all the
All
Christmas junk.
stuff.
I mean, I don't see, I mean, we're trying to get, we're gonna throw away what's left. So why,
Okay,
why don't,
who's gonna come let them in?
well,
Okay,
that would be.
let me do
Heather.
what I can do on
Yeah.
the auction thing.
We have stuff to do.
Let me do what I can do on the auction thing, and then they can pick them up from here.
Okay.
That'll work.
I already tell you what I'll buy.
And we used that big mailbox last time for letters to Santa. And to
We have
put,
another one.
and then on the garage sale where we put the maps. We put the maps out there for the big deal.
Don't tell my wife, but I'll buy all the decorations.
It's all.
I was trying to test it. I still got that damn old compressor I bought on that last one for $1. but
All right, so what do we
I
get?
Did it to see if his system worked, thinking somebody.
I'll do
I
it.
can take it off the list.
All in favor of disposing of the surplus goods?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
All right, let's go ahead and do the last one, then you can introduce Ben.
Okay.
Next item up for consideration, discussion, and approval, filling the vacant ward seat. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Does he have any
Well, the
experience?
process for doing that would be to post it
Post it.
and have volunteers, and
They
then
fill out the
based on the
application.
volunteers, the council would select the member at the next meeting.
Correct,
So that post would go out tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Would you like to say anything,
I'm
Don?
gonna say Monday.
Monday?
I'm not gonna push it till tomorrow. I've spent a lot of time with you this
Well,
week, sir.
if you're not gonna do it till Monday, I got some stuff for you to do tomorrow.
Would you, do you need to
my
say
favorite.
anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm volunteering my services. As y'all know, I've been around since Moby Dick was a minnow, and I've been mayor, I've been council member, I've been emergency management. I still do stuff whenever anybody asks. I mean, it's just an easy field for me, and I work, I get volunteer for you guys and everybody. Just, it's easy.
Well, it'll be, you heard the process.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's fine.
application and come up here and we'll vote next meeting.
If you
Good.
guys got any concerns, just ask me.
Very good.
I'm pretty straightforward, I'm pretty, budget minded.
That's what I like.
That's what we need.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm all about the city, I mean, I've been here.
All right. Well, thank you. Before we adjourn.
So the process would, we hadn't voted this yet, though.
Yeah, we have to vote.
So the process would be to announce it Monday, through our normal announcing system and, take applications for how long? Up to
The next meeting.
the next meeting? And then if somebody wanted to come to the next meeting and present their case, kind of like Don did here just
Right.
now, they
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
that.
That's what we've done.
And then we would, now, is that an actual vote, or is it like a Don yes or Don
Yes.
no?
We're gonna vote. We'll vote. So
Council
I will
Vice-
nominate somebody and then we'll vote on them. And if
That's
nobody votes for that guy, then we'll go to the next one and he'll nominate.
Okay,
This guy.
so my question would be, because I'd rather resolve it now before we get in that meeting. If there's, say, 3 or 4 candidates, and the first one we say yes, the others don't even get a chance to be voted on, is that correct?
I mean,
No,
y'all
it's
can
a
do,
majority rule. Majority.
Well, we're gonna already know the other 3.
Well, I'm just trying to understand the process.
Yeah, if it's
So-
Don and somebody else, basically, if he gets 3 votes and the other person gets 2 votes, he gets it, because he has 3 votes.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
that's what,
so the council approved it.
that's
But if
correct.
he got 2 and it's 3, we'd go to the next person.
No.
Yeah, we go to the other person that got 3. Yeah, Jim.
No, wait a minute. Let me
He's
make
saying
sure you
if it-
understand it, because we went through this for another reason. If I've got 3 people out here, am I gonna vote on one of those 3?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Those
nominate one of those people.
Okay, because the last time we did this, if you recall, we nominated that first person, or whatever it was, and we said yes or no. And if we said yes, and we didn't, that was it, he was in. If we said no, we went to the next person and said, I
That's right.
nominate Heather.
That's right.
And if she got only 2 out of the 5 votes, she got no, so we went to the next one.
That's right. It has to be the majority.
So
I'm sure
it's-
there's a procedure or
still,
policy
which
somewhere.
process is it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be that.
I know that when may I interject?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I had to fill several vacancies while I was mayor. And the first one, we asked for volunteers, and we had 2, and I brought it up at the next meeting, and one of them dropped out, so maybe.
Right.
The next one, I had 3 people that were interested in, we brought them up, and we did like Jim did. We just, somebody nominated, like, say, Bud Meredith nominates, Richard Cantu, don't let that matter, right? Okay, well, Richard Cantu, yeah, that's a good dude. We had 4.
That's it. Yeah.
Just
Majority.
So,
We're right, it solves it at 1.
Yeah. The other 4 aren't gonna vote for.
So
You can only vote
then my
once, though,
next
I guess.
question is, how do you determine who goes first?
Whoever first nominate, whoever.
So whoever just gets up to the trough the quickest?
Well, it's just like you guys were going to be the ones who nominated.
Absolutely, that's my question.
so
We can draw
on,
straws.
I know like when y'all apply for the spot as a regular candidate, there is a time and date stamp at the bottom. So I would say whoever puts in their application first. That way
works
it's
for me
fair and
too.
easy.
We need to
Whoever puts the
review the-
application is the first up.
We need to
Huh?
review
Yeah.
the policy.
Yeah, we'll look at it.
Well, we need to know that before we
I
come
don't-
in here next.
I
Well,
mean,
we'll
this-
know that when we get
This is
here.
the only city that I know of that you have to fill out an application to volunteer to be appointed for a seat.
See, my people, back then, they didn't have to fill out anything.
I mean, if we
came
run
in.
like we've been doing, Don's probably the only one, but.
Exactly.
It's just a paper trail,
Yeah.
basically all it is.
No. And then they would have to be from Ward 2, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have any at-large positions.
All right, just so we know that process before we do it, and we're all clear on it, even if we have to go by Sabrina's office and get it
We'll
explained
learn
to
it.
us.
We'll have it.
Fingers get mashed
When
while
we
we're
get
in
it.
there.
I
All
will
right.
find out the answer.
We'll figure it out.
Otherwise, it'll,
All right, any more discussion?
No.
All in favor of filling the vacancy for Ward 2 seat, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Go ahead.
Okay, so Judge Collins, if you'd like to come up here, you can speak right here into this microphone, and we have this going throughout the city.
You want to pull him a chair up, bud?
I would, I can't really, I don't really want to speak on your behalf because it's too much for me to try to remember as far as your career. But, thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
I'm Judge Ben Collins Sr. I'm your elected Justice of the Peace for Precinct 1, Place 2, which covers Bevel Oaks, Northwest Forest area, as well as downtown, Old Town area of Beaumont, North End, and West End of Beaumont. It's one of the largest precincts in the county. Before becoming Justice of the Peace, I served for 38 years in law enforcement with the Sheriff's Office and the Constable's Office. I remember patrolling Bevel Oaks in '97 when we had the floods. I remember my boat hitting the top of the Sweet Gum sign out here. That's how high that water got. Some of y'all were around back then.
Yes.
I've done search and recovery. I've been in JP for 7 years now. I'm probably one of the most active JP because I answer the call when nobody else wants to take the calls. Recently, I had to go out to Sabine Pass near Seagram State Park on a plane crash because the 3 judges in Port Arthur and Meade County didn't answer their phone. I had never seen a plane crash before. And the pilot was not intact. We had to leave him that night and go back the next morning because we couldn't find him in the marsh, but there's no lights out there. And recovered the rest of his body in the morning. It was bad. I've presided over 30,000 cases in my court in the last 7 years. That includes civil and criminal cases. When I came in, we had a huge backlog of cases. Some of the traffic tickets, some of the cases like 20 years old had never been even tried yet. We went through the traffic citations, dismissed a whole bunch of them. They had passed the statute of limitations that we could do anything with. We went through the civil cases, and then we called a dismissal warrant prosecution. Basically, we contacted the plaintiffs, see if they still wanted to continue with the case or not. Some of the plaintiffs had passed away, some moved, so we had to dismiss a whole bunch of backlog cases to get them off our dockets. I've had the same staff for the last 7 years, with the exception of 2 individuals. One retired, and another one I had to fire because she caused a hostile work environment with 2 of my employees that caused one of them to retire. And I also caught her basically padding the books, as we would say. She was my chief clerk, so she did the payroll. She gave herself overtime to the tune of over 120 hours overtime when there was no overtime in my office.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that out when auditor's office called me every time we had to transfer money from one part of the budget to another part to cover her overtime. So Houston, we had a problem, you know. So I fired her, and that's one of the 2 individuals who left my office for 7 years. I've been there and done it. I've seen things that you guys cannot unsee. Answer the call. The job is from offices open from 7 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We open at 7 in the morning because a lot of our people in the area work from 8 to 5. You know, offices only open from 8 to 5. How do you take care of your business? So I open it up at 7 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My staff works 4 10s. 2 of them are off on Fridays, 2 of them are off on Mondays. So they have a long weekend with their families. For me, families first. You know, job's going to be there. As long as you do your job, they can have a job. But their families, you know, them also. So we did that. So I've been around March 31st of this year, about 45 years of service in Jefferson County. Never left. Been there every day. I go to work in the morning. I'm there Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday. And the job's not 8 to 5. With midnight, I go to sleep by 9 o'clock because I know after midnight the phone's going to ring. It's either going to be a detective calling on the homicide, or the hospital, or the DPS, whatever, call them, tell them. I keep a polo shirt and a pair of blue jeans in my closet, and a pair of tennis shoes, 'cause I know I'm gonna have to get up and go out. I've been there, done that, I'm in it to win it. I'm seeking my third term as your justice of the peace. I'm the only candidate with 45 years of experience. I'm the only candidate with law enforcement experience and experience and training in civil and criminal parts of the law. So I'm asking for your prayers, your support, and your vote. The election, early voting started March 17th to the 27th. February 27th, 17th to the 27th, and election day is March 3rd. I have two opponents. I have one for the Democratic primary, and I have another one for the Republican primary in November. Both of them are former BIC school board trustees. Now the state is coming in and dissolved the school board, and now I have two individuals that are looking for jobs. That's what it comes down to. I don't like dirty politics, but that's what it comes down to. These two guys are looking for a job. Why you want to come listen to me? I don't know. Go somewhere else. You know.
I grew up saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I know that you've spent some time. I remember you coming out here to some of our council meetings. I remember Brandon Willis coming out here to some of our council meetings. You don't have too many people that are in these positions that actually show up at our little community or show up for us at an event like Judge Collins did for our Christmas event. He showed up out here. He's helped us out with a lot of stuff. He's helped us out with the sheriff's department. He's helped us out with a lot of stuff, and we depend on that sheriff's department. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We depend on
I'll be
them.
out here for the Kids ID event y'all have coming up. I do free weddings for Valentine's.
I don't need no more of those.
No, okay. I do free weddings for Christmas. I even have a Santa suit. I dressed up in Santa for Christmas.
We'll
My
have
son
two
came up
Santas
with a brilliant
this
idea for Valentine's Day to get a Cupid outfit. I'm like,
There you go.
do you really want to see me with a diaper and a bow and arrow?
I do.
Not happening, I'm sorry.
Be a fundraiser.
That'd be entertaining,
Yeah,
you know.
fundraiser.
I've lost weight, so I've been teasing everybody. I'm trying to do one of those calendars like the fire department does when they have the axe. I'm trying to get the judges to
Gavel.
unzip their robes with 6 packs.
Oh, my.
Holding the gavel. Haven't had any volunteers so far. I'm working on it. But I appreciate you guys, all the help y'all done and everything y'all done in the community.
Could I get a banner from you so I can put it in my business window?
You mean like a yard sign? Or
Or
the
some,
back?
whatever I can put in a glass window.
I have some signs in the back of my truck, back of my car.
Okay.
I got rid of my truck.
As soon as we're done, I'll grab one from you. But you have another meeting to go to?
Yeah, I have another event to go to at 6 o'clock at the Major Event Center on Major Drive. There's an award ceremony I have to go to over there.
Actually, if you can give it to Margie, that'd be great. Because I can put it in my front window where my business is, because my landlord might not like it, so.
Yeah, I have, yeah. until
Yeah,
6 o'clock
Margie
is where
can
it
get
is.
it for you, from you, if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, no
I
problem.
appreciate you.
And I have some cards to hand out to y'all, just remind me.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Spread the word. I
Absolutely.
need the help. I need the vote.
That's right.
I'm here to serve all the citizens of Jefferson County, regardless of political affiliation. Because when you come into court, you look for fairness and justice. Nobody walks in there with a stamp on your forehead saying Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Tea
Yeah.
Party, whatever. You come in for fairness and justice. That's what I bring to the table. I'm 65 years young. I don't have any grandchildren. And I told both my sons I'm not going to retire until I see some grandchildren. That's just the way it is.
You'll be working forever.
I told them that. I already got a hover arm picked out. Got to leave red and blue flashing lights on me on it too.
That's it.
I got a couple I'll loan you.
Come on. I'm ready to bring some grandkids, spoil them right for a weekend, send them back
Send 'em
home, just see what it feels like to have grandkids right around. My sons just don't understand this time. My wife's retired from BISD. My youngest son's a sheriff deputy. You see a Collins running around here on patrol, about my size, shaved his head. And he's actually on sheriff on patrol on day shift now. So if y'all see him, wave at him, give you a ticket, tell him, I know your daddy.
Exactly. I'll see you in court.
See you in court.
And he's demanding some grandkids. So
Exactly.
get back
Remind
home
him.
and get to work.
I told him, do I need to get a book? They have books of how to do everything,
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe they need instructions. The oldest one went on a date. Let me get this funny story. and brought one of the buy one, get one free coupons. He was in college for a meal. And tried to tell his date she had to order based on the buy one, get one free coupon.
There goes that date.
Yeah, you know. And she was going to medical school. He was working on his master's. So they're both, you know, career oriented, education oriented. But you don't go to date with a damn coupon. You know, and I gave him extra $100 to help out, you know, whatever they need to do.
He probably bought some new shoes with $100
He
instead.
came home with that extra meal, and the girl just politely told him, I brought my own money, I came in my own car, I paid for my own food, I can drive my own self home. You know. And he wondered why she never called him again.
Exactly.
So I told him, I don't know who child you are, who taught you that, but I don't do coupons, and mama don't do coupons, so I don't know where the hell you got this coupon on your first date to try and impress somebody. Back in my day, when you first date, you had your best suit on, you got your hair done, shoes shined, car waxing, whatever, you had everything.
You open the door for
Open the
them?
door
Yeah.
for them,
Yeah.
you know, pull the chair out, all that. Kids these days, they got apps on their phones with free meals and. Y'all pray for me. I'm just hoping before I close my eyes, I get some grandkids that we're not both coming down the hallway with matching walkers. That's the only thing I don't want to see. We're both wearing diapers and we're both coming down the hallway, scooting with our matching walkers. You know, I apologize for the limp. I fractured my knee and my ankle a while back, and every once in a while it still flares up like today. You know, so I'm still leaning a little bit, but I slipped and fell at home, getting out of bed. We bought a new townhouse that had hardwood floors. And my wife was mad at me for a dream that she had of something I did in her dream. And she put baby on her feet. And she came around my side of the bed, kissed me on the forehead, said, I'm still mad at you. You know. But she don't know what I did in my dream, but I had a smirk on my face. So I know I did something.
You gotta be guilty.
But she don't know what I did. So I told her, go back to sleep. You know, figure out what the hell I did so I can at least defend myself. I can at least get a fair trial or something, right?
Guilty till proven innocent.
That's it, you know. Next thing I know, I get out of bed, go to the bathroom, land on my knee, my ankle fractured, my kneecap, my ankle, couldn't get off the floor. I knew I broke something.
And she was
Called
smirking.
EMS.
She was smirking at that time.
I guarantee she was in the other bedroom because she was still mad at me. And I'm hollering her name. She didn't even come into the other room. You know, about an hour I'm on the floor. The TV went off, some pitch dark. My cell phone went under the bed. My pistol was on the other side of the bed.
Thank God, huh?
I think I would have shot a hole in the ceiling or some kind of damn.
I hate to tell you this, Your Honor, but it don't get no better.
I know, it's been 33 years, I'm sorry.
Got 81 here.
81 years? No, I don't, ain't no
82,
way.
82 in 4 days.
82 years
In 4 days.
In 4 days.
of marriage?
No, not of marriage.
Not of marriage,
No.
no.
No, marriage ain't no way.
Age.
I'll be 82 in the 25th.
Bless you, brother. Bless you. That's a blessing.
Yeah, I wake up every morning
Yes, it is.
and once I have to weigh between what hurts and, man, I'm still alive.
Yeah, back in the day, we heard snap, crackle, pop. We thought about Rice Krispies. And all that's your back snapping, your bone, your knee popping.
Oh, yeah,
You know, and everything else cracking, your toes crackling. You know, yeah. It ain't like it used to be. I used to bounce back up and go.
We
Now I
can
had to lay
probably
down for a
compare
minute and
notes.
figure out, do I really want to get off this damn floor?
We can compare notes. That's the problem when you start hanging around with your buddies you went to school with. You don't talk about cars and girls anymore. You just talk about surgeries and pills.
Yep. Who had hip replacement? Who had knee
I
replacement?
got one.
Who needs one? I've been having knee replacement on my Christmas list for the last 5 years. My doctor tells me he can only do one at a time. I tell him, no. If I'm hurt, I want to hurt one time. I want to go through physical therapy one time. I want to heal one time. I want to go surgery one damn time. You
We
know,
probably need to talk outside of here.
Yeah,
You feel done?
you may want to reconsider that.
both of them.
Oh, you may want to.
I don't like pain. You
I don't
know,
either.
but they can't do both of them at the same time.
I've had open heart surgery, I've had everything, I'm telling you, this is tough.
Well, I've
You'll be
had
all right.
2 surgeons that had a hernia that had to go in and replace and remove it and turn to a gastric bypass.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, I'm about 100 pounds lighter than what I used to be.
Look at this discussion. I just proved my point.
That's what I'm saying.
about,
We're talking about ailments, right?
right? You see the young people
Some
aren't
of y'all,
getting in on
they're
it.
just in awe. They don't know what we're talking
Oh, we got
about.
one over there with that has, she can call her headaches by the barometric pressure.
Yep.
Yep. But it's all blessings. Every time we wake up every morning, it's a blessing.
Thank you for
Do we
calling
have
us.
aching pains?
Judge, I appreciate you taking the time to come out here
I
and talk
appreciate
to us.
y'all
I-
giving me that opportunity, guys.
Thank you very
Ladies,
much.
appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate your
I'll
time.
get with you on the.
Yeah,
kids
if you
event.
would, give it
I'll
to
give her-
Margie, and she'll give it to me, the signs.
Yeah. All right, y'all take care.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge,
sir.
appreciate
Good luck,
you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, our final item on the agenda is discussion of quote received for IT services by the city. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
And discussion. Jeff, being that you brought it to the agenda, would you like to discuss this?
So, we were, for the last 3 years, we've been signing checks for a IT company. And each time we sign the check, I ask what we've gotten for these services, and it seemed as if we may be paying too much. And so we went to a gentleman who's come to the office before. I asked him to come in before it and ask and help to maybe streamline helping Sabrina get data from the 2 or 3 different programs that we use. And within about 24 hours, he produced a working copy. I know Josh through his parents. I think Lisa went to school with his mom and dad in Silsbee. So whenever we were trying to streamline some things in the office, he came in, and I think it was within 24 hours. It was the same week. He came in and met with Sabrina, and she showed him what she does. And the same week, he came up with a program that turned it from maybe a 15 or 20, 30-minute process into maybe a 5-minute process.
So what's she doing with the rest of that time?
Well, we didn't buy it.
Oh.
We didn't buy it. So whenever the question came up about maybe looking for another IT professional, Sabrina reached out to him, and he sent in his CV along with a proposal to do our IT support. And I'm only recently reading it because I think we got it while I was gone, and I'm not able to get my email on my phone since I had to replace my phone. So I was reading over this a few days ago, and he's got over 20 years of experience. And he says his monthly retainer fee, which I don't think he had that in his first one, and you had to ask him for that, didn't you?
This is,
Yeah. His retainer fee is half what we were paying. Heron,
Aaron.
Josh Heron.
So he does have experience?
Yeah,
Doesn't look like
according
the
to his
cities.
company overview, he's got 20 years of experience, hands-on supporting Microsoft-based environments, 10 years managing Microsoft 365 platforms. He was part of the oversight team for, where's the companies he was with? Gerdau Steel, I think, was,
on that email.
Yeah, it's
okay.
the very last one.
What's our retainer fee now?
We're paying $690.
So we can go to
But
300?
then I haven't talked to him yet. So, I mean, I would like to talk to the IT guy that we have to see if I can renegotiate his contract, because we do have a contract with him, to see maybe we can get it lowered. But I'd like to find out from Josh what the out-of-scope services, what those charges would be also. Because right now with Jeremy, we don't get charged anything extra. So I'd like to, get a little bit more of a
That's up to y'all.
comparison.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was in the office signing checks, and the subject
You
came
saw a
up.
need and you brought a solution.
Well, we had him in for something different. I didn't know that he would do this, and so Sabrina sent him
Well-
an email.
And the person we have now, when is their contract in?
It's basically, it was a
It was a
six-month
month-to-month
contract.
deal, wasn't it?
Six-month contract that was signed by Barbara. It's renewable every 30 days unless we cancel. But being that we have a contract, I don't want to basically say, hey, we cancel it without giving this guy a shot too.
So he's been our
Let him
IT
know.
guy since Barbara was here.
Barbara hired him, yes,
2022, there is a 6-month contract.
right.
So what else does he do? Where else does he work?
He doesn't work for any cities.
For where?
That's Jeremy. No, I
I
think,
mean,
Jim, are you
y-
asking?
You know, have we asked him to do stuff that he hasn't done? Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a while.
Well, that can be a problem. Man, I don't know that much about IT, so I'm not gonna get too involved. My concern was I didn't know what do we get for $700 versus $300? And is the $300 gonna be one of those that's gonna be an add-on thing if I ask him to do something that's not here? And all
So
of a
if
sudden
you-
I'm
yeah,
spending
to your
$1,000
point.
a month instead of 700.
To your point, we don't know what has been asked
Well-
of Jeremy on a monthly basis.
Yeah,
don't,
you know,
because we
I'm
didn't really
wondering
hire
if he
him.
could do things like help us with, one of the problems that we've run into is getting system modifications done to our billing system for senior citizen discount, and, there's been a couple of other issues that keep popping up that,
It's Muni billing software, though. But this is, we're only looking at for Microsoft 365.
what?
That's totally separate. What,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's separate or not. To me, it's still technical stuff. And it's something that Sabrina's got a lot more tech savvy than me, but it's something that somebody can talk to somebody up there and say, I've done everything I can do. And he says, oh, no, you haven't, but we don't know.
but
You
then
know,
we
can
would
you
also
do the
need to know
camera
what
work,
the cost would be, because that would be outside of the 300.
So
Well, what about Jeremy? Is that outside Jeremy's 300?
We've never asked.
he's
Jeremy.
never asked for that.
We've never
So
asked Jeremy.
there's no history for that. So it's a kind of a what if.
Right.
Well,
I will say
maybe the
this.
$700 a month is our fault.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say this, the one ask that we had of Josh, he was on time. He came in and met with Sabrina, spent time with her, and understood the various systems that she integrates with, and wrote a third-party standalone process that, with the touch of a few buttons, goes to Muni billing, goes to this, and collects it all and puts it in. I mean, and that was all the same week. So it was pretty impressive, his response time, plus he lives here in Pinewood.
But I mean, would he do that stuff for $300?
We don't know.
He would respond to the general
Scope of
ask,
services.
from what I've read on his email, this is what his services includes. And so his scope of services, the retainer would be, and it's on page 2,
Which scope of services basically covers 365, but it's only services related to Microsoft 365, but him writing an API doesn't have anything to do with Microsoft 365, from my
you're
understanding.
right, but he seems to be hungry.
Correct.
The burger dots there says his Microsoft 365, password resets, basic mailbox, Microsoft Teams administration, license assignment and management, end user support related to Microsoft, general admin oversight, and periodic review of security settings as appropriate during normal business hours. So compare that to what we have, and because I've never seen Jeremy's contract or his scope of services. So
Would they do any work on these cameras, any follow-up on these new
That
cameras?
would be totally outside of the scope of services he's providing in this proposal right now. What I think we need to do, Jeff, is basically, we'll get with Sabrina, make a list of everything that she needs IT-wise, present it to him, and also present it to Jeremy, so we can have comparisons, and see who would cost us more or less. That way we know exactly what's being covered. Because, I mean, really, we've never asked Jeremy to do anything other than Barbara hired him.
Has he done anything on it?
Well, he took
Give
him
him a
over.
fair shot, too.
You know, in other words, he's over.
And maybe
He
look for
took
a
the sound
third
off, and, you know, we had
proposal.
a problem
That way
with,
we've
you know,
got 3
we wanted
quotes.
somebody outside this.
Well, and he brings
Right
up
here to be
about
over
the
that.
cameras, but in the cameras have, in that package, it has their
But we have
own
a contract,
IT.
right, we have a
Say
contract
You don't
with
want-
another
you
company
don't
for the
want
camera
$300.
systems.
So
it's
that
totally
IT
separate.
issue is all through them.
It's all
That's
through them.
exactly why.
I just
asking that
wanted
question.
to-
Yeah,
Be on record.
Except for city hall.
right,
Correct.
that's standalone systems in itself, too.
Yeah.
So what are our options here?
Well, right now
This
we're
is
just-
a discussion
Just a
item.
discussion.
Just
item.
discussion.
We'll have them both submit, we'll see what Sabrina's
Yeah.
needs are. Submit those to both,
And see what they can
people.
offer.
see what they offer out of that, and then we can do a comparison.
Yeah, the only, you know, I'm sitting here thinking in my field of endeavor, the only, tech responsibilities I've got are back with the engineering firm for the starting this pumps and from the generators, and those are technical issues that he might be able to stand and ask the right questions that I can't ask. You know, to me, I know whether it's running or not running, that's all that matters in the end. But, I don't, from public works standpoint, I don't see a lot of tech stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're still pretty old school technology.
He's not gonna do a lot
Well,
for
an old
potholes,
guy.
ditches, or anything.
All right, so what's the next step?
That's it. I mean, we're just discussing.
I mean, you know, but we ought to have a
Well,
path forward
what
here.
I would
We
like to
just-
do is get with Sabrina, have her make me a list of everything that she needs help IT-wise, present it to the person that Jeff is recommending, and then present it to Jeremy, and see what it's gonna cost us, service-wise. Because this is,
Well,
you
she
know,
can't, she doesn't have a crystal ball.
well, no, but I mean, right now, the proposal from the guy that Jeff is bringing is for 365 only.
Maybe all
From
of us
his
could
bullet
do that.
points. But it's like, if we need him to do extra things, it's gonna be out-of-scope services, so what does that cost? It says those services will be discussed in advance and billed separately at agreed-upon hourly or per project rate. We don't know what the hourly rate is or what it's gonna cost for the project. You know, but we also don't know if that $700 we're paying Jeremy would include this either.
We don't
So
know when
we don't know.
computers.
I mean, there's a
You
lot
know,
of-
you don't
we
know
don't
when
know.
that stuff's gonna crash and stuff either, when you have to call a guy, you know?
Yeah,
Is
and
it-
right
do
now-
we do that sometimes? Do we call a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I call him. If I can't get something to work on the computer or something like that,
So
I call
does
him.
that cost us money when you call him?
No, it doesn't go
part
over
of
the
the-
six
Doesn't-
That's
ninety.
part of the
Call him
con-
once a
it's part of
day.
the contract.
I can't get my damn password. I forgot my password.
That's not what I call
I
him
call
for,
Jeremy
Jim.
all the time because I forget my password, so.
Well, that's almost a $5,000 a year savings
It
if
is.
we only do what we've done with Jeremy
Right.
over the last 12 months. That's considerable savings. And honestly, I wasn't pushing to get this
No, I
done.
know, but I'm not sure we understand this, what we need. I don't think we understand what our scope is. I mean, I certainly don't, but
Yep. I think we just let it go for a very, very long time. And we need to
Well,
be
I
a
mean,
little
we
more
do have a
conscious.
resolution in place that states that we're required to look at every contract every year, and we're slacking. So, I mean, exactly. So, I mean, we're going in the right direction, and this is one contract that does need to be looked at. I'll put together 2 information from Sabrina along with a checklist, and have you guys review the checklist before we present it to either one of these guys.
We just don't need to wait for another month to go by.
No. It'll be,
so you got the ball on the next step?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Well, also too, we'll have a price comparison, right?
Correct. All right, that's the end of our stuff. Roger, you wanted to go first on your reports?
Yeah, so the cameras have been installed at the water plant, the sewer treatment plant, Riverbend Lift Station, and River Oaks Lift Station. On the license plate readers, 2 for trial, free for 30 days. One at the event center looking down Sweet Gum is what I was informed. And that is definitely a 30-day free trial. For signs, the poles that are behind the Civic Center got put on pallets and moved to the sewage plant. Signs still need to be installed at 105 in Riverbend, waiting on proper poles. Also needing mounts. And then I'm trying to get some more clarification if Moss Hill still needs that sign also.
What sign?
That I did not get. I haven't drove over there and looked for myself yet.
Is it a road sign?
Street sign,
Street sign?
yes. Also, there was discussion from Charlie about the enter and exit signs for City Hall.
We haven't.
Okay, so those need to be installed.
We gotta cut a pole in half. Because those signs are down, low.
Yeah,
So we gotta cut one of our poles in half. And then
Okay.
we'll stick it in the ground, and then we'll put the enter and exit. Bolt them up.
the handicap parking in front of City Hall, we're all guilty. But we need to start leading by example and not parking there.
Well, I'm sorry.
The handicap parking spot at
Where I like to park.
City Hall,
Yeah.
we really need to, in case somebody was to come up there. I've done it, everybody's done it, but we need to start, I
Leading
think we
by
need
example.
to lead by example on that.
I try
So,
to park in the front unless I'm running in and running out. So, I mean, in the back.
don't run, you might fall and shatter your kneecap.
And Roger, being that you're talking about the camera systems, I'd like to volunteer you, since Charlie no longer works for the city, to be in charge of the cameras, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I've spoken with Charlie on that. I'll have to get with him. I'm not the strongest IT guy. We know who is, but I'll definitely take on that. And
Okay,
I just have to get with Charlie and the IT guy and get all the ins and outs.
Are you talking, which cameras are you talking?
Sewer plant, the
Verkada.
stations, Verkada.
The
Verkada.
Verkada
Verkada
things?
system.
Yeah.
Well, I know those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if you,
But, I mean, he doesn't really have a whole lot on his list of responsibilities.
well, I
so-
mean, I'm just saying, I know them.
So this will be basically like if someone has problems getting permission to look into it, pull it up and stuff, and I'll communicate with the IT guy and get those issues
It'd be the
resolved.
point of contact.
You'd
Point of
be the point of
contact.
contact, yeah.
Wait,
But also too, viewing the cameras and things like that depends on who it is. I mean, they may need a subpoena. We can't just let people look at recordings. Privacy issues. We'll work together.
Yeah, yeah, we can work
But you'll be
together on that.
you'll be the point of contact when it comes to the camera system. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Hey, the license plate readers, you said that we get a 30-day
30-day
free
trial.
trial,
Correct.
and then what?
Then if we,
We like it, we can vote on whether or not we want to add it in or not.
Is there any kind of price thing there?
I have not seen a price yet, so I just got all this, on that part, I just got thrown on me about an hour before our meeting started.
Okay, so the other thing is I'd like to throw in there is the possibility of because we voted on this system so that it could be expandable. And I would like to see if we could put one at the park on top of that pavilion, which would, a circle one, that would point, we would get everything. That way, if we do put a restroom in over there, we'll have a camera.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Verkada about that then.
later.
How much is, I don't know how much it costs to add on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But he said that definitely it's expandable and they can add on whatever. And Pinewood went through this with their restroom and they finally put a camera on the front of their restroom and that ended the tearing up and all that over there.
We actually do have a system already purchased, the Reolink, so we'll have that to compare prices to as well. And we've got permission from the county to use their Wi-Fi, so it's not going to cost us anything. We've already got the stuff. But that was the
From the
purpose.
county?
From the fire chief.
Fire
Oh,
chief,
from the EISD one?
yeah. And so that's in the works, and I don't know if we've got the box in yet. Okay. it's already been purchased, it was damaged, and we sent it back for a replacement. So,
Now, Charlie did tell me on the free trial, he wants to make sure when they get delivered here that doesn't start our 30-day free trial. So that won't be until they're up and running, and then the 30-day will be start from there.
Alrighty, any other reports?
well, we had a very good first meeting for the USA 250 event. We had probably 15 people in attendance. We gave assignments out. Our follow-up meeting will be on the 23rd, so we'll have 2 meetings in February to get a running start. And just a lot of excitement. People took ownership of several of the key events that are going to go on during that event. And so we're excited to have the wheels turning on that event.
23rd at 6?
February.
Yeah, there's already an event reminder out. Yes, yeah, next Monday, actually.
At what time?
It'll be
6.
6. And Charlie and I have been talking about these LTR cameras, and I'm still looking at studies and collecting data points for the signs that post the speed limit that has a radar embedded in it. And if we get a proposal, which I'll present a proposal soon, it would go on the same pole that our current speed limit sign is showing on Sweet Gum as a trial, and we could factor in the LTR camera to actually grab the license plate or a photograph of the speeder. The cameras, not cameras, but the signs that I'm looking at actually has a database, so it shows the time of day, how many cars pass there. So it's going to be more than just reminding of what the speed is, but it'll also gather data for their use of the roads, and that may come in handy looking for grants later or for road repairs. It would show the average speed, how many speeders corrected themselves. National data is telling us right now there's about a 75% turnover rate whenever the sign is not on a trailer, but when the sign is on a permanent pole, it's not just a novelty. And those that see it on a trailer see it as a novelty because it'll be gone. And so we could have one facing each direction. And I'll have a full proposal by our next council meeting.
Any other reports?
Jim, you're up. No, we just had a number of water leaks we've been working. I will give you a classic reason to call 811 and use line locations when you're doing work. We had a sewer leak over on Wayside. It was a new house under construction. Moss Hill, sorry. And when we got in there to dig it up, find out what was wrong with it, they had run a gas line, and they run those gas lines, they're flexible gas lines now, and they don't just dig trenches and bury them, they dig a hole and force them through. They also forced it through they center punched our sewer line. I mean, dead center through.
Our city sewer line?
Both sides.
Our pressurized sewer. Not just gravity.
Oops.
And so we got them to pay for it, or they will be paying for it. So that was one of the leaks, but call 811 when you dig.
Yeah. Oh, the railroad commissioner.
It's pretty much, we're gonna find out what's going on here based on all of our Facebook posts here. We'll see if we got some interest in the water operations. So we got a good story to tell, so we're not backing off of it. That's all really I got. There hadn't been really anything new in the public works operation. So,
No news is good news.
And this is good news. You don't know me, then it's good when you're dealing with poop and water.
Yeah.
All right, if there's nothing else.
We did pothole repair, and we had quite a bit of material, more than we had the time before, this time left over. So,
And thank you for doing that, Bud. Thank you for getting that done, because there are some that are
Bad.
well, I mean, we go as long as we can go, because it costs us money. And so we have gotten to where that whenever the county used to take that material back. And so I said, well, dump it over here. That way, if we have a hole, we can go fill it. So, and I did use some of that the other day to fill one on Shipley. But I plan on I talked to Brandon Willis a while back. We had lunch, and I talked to him about maybe doing another project out here, which that'll involve the riding around and the looking and the figuring out. And, I've identified a couple of roads. It seemed like all those roads over there where Jeff lives, that end of Shipley, it seems like those roads have deteriorated bad. We did Jeff's road with blacktop that time, got in under the thing, and then we did the Chimney Rock this last time, and then Rolling Hills is Rolling Hills is about almost a gravel kind of. So it's getting bad down there on that end. So we're going to see what we can do and see what we can scrape up and how much it's going to cost and all that. So we'll find out what we can do. Like I say, we used the rock last year that we had left over from the other one. It's not as good as what it would have been if we would have had new rock, because that rock sat there for a long time. A lot of the tar wore off of it, so it wasn't as sticky. But if we do new rock, it'll the next time it'll be better. So hopefully, so we're going to try to look at identifying a couple of spots to try to keep going, because we get, as y'all know, we get the road users. I mean, we get the what do you call those fees? The user fees or the franchise fees all go into the water. All go into the road fund. So as long as we're not spending more than we're getting, and we're doing stuff that needs to get done, then we'll continue on that road. And right now we're maintaining the balance over $100-something thousand, $20,000-$30,000. So as long as we can keep that balance, keep us a balance in there in case we do have something wash out or something mess up where we have to do a big road repair, we'll have some money to do it. You don't want to live here when you run out of road money. You don't want to do that, because there's no other way to get it except on water bills, which is, it's a touchy subject right now. That's all I got.
All right, if there's no more discussion, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
What's that?
What's the purpose of what are y'all gonna do with the speed limit sign cameras? How are you gonna enforce that?
Not.
The
It's just for
photos,
information.
well, no. If it's the system that I think Jeff's talking about, it will take pictures of a license plate. It can be turned into Jefferson County.
Nah, you
Not
can't. It'll
since
lose.
2019, Texas banned that law.
Yeah, you'll lose that.
Okay.
You'll lose that battle.
Well, we can make them famous.
I'll call Crenshaw. If you turn.
they did pass.
Yeah, I talked to Brandon.
The problem came in Baytown, that was the primary one. If you came off the
Oh,
North Road.
Yeah, he Beverly comes up, shakes my hand.
I know what you're talking about, okay?
Anyway, just chatted a little bit.
Right.
There's a sign, a little bitty sign that says no rights on red, and what they were doing
He's
is
from
metal tickets.
Joe Webb.
And further down on
He
North
supported
Road.
Joe
Oh,
Webb.
yeah, we talked about that. And that's
Yeah.
okay. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he understands.